Hello and welcome from Budapest. This is Hungary Reports from Public Media M1, bringing you the latest news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin in English. I'm Árpád Szőci. Great that you can be with us. Tuesday saw the highest number of deaths in Hungary since the second wave of COVID-19 started. 8 chronically ill people died from the disease and almost 600 tested positive for the virus. Furthermore, another senior citizen's home has been hit by the illness, this time in Nyíregyháza in northeastern Hungary. The country's tactical pandemic unit immediately rushed to the scene and disinfected the premises. And the government has implemented stricter measures to deal with the second wave of coronavirus. Prime Minister Viktor Orbán announced that it's now mandatory to also wear face masks at cinemas, theaters, and at customer service centers. They've already been mandatory in stores and on public transport. Furthermore, bars and nightclubs have to close by 11 p.m., and the cost of a COVID-19 test can't be more than about 55 euros. Many clinics had been charging around 85. Experts believe that the second wave of the pandemic will peak either in December or January. The President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, gave her first State of the Union speech, pointing out that her organization will present before the end of the month its report on the rule of law among member countries, the first such document of its kind ever in the EU. Von der Leyen also promised that she wants EU funds for member states tied to the rule of law criteria. Hungary's Minister of Justice, Judit Varga, responded, saying she will wait and see whether the Commission's report is, as she put it, unbiased or rather a political pamphlet. She also recalled that leaders of EU member states recently said that you can't use EU subventions as a tool for applying political pressure. 5 years ago today, the attack by migrants trying to get into Hungary occurred at the border crossing with Serbia at Röszke. On September 16, 2015, a day after Hungary closed the open border there, several hundred illegal migrants tried to break through the border barrier. They threw stones, bottles, and bricks at defending police. Altogether, 21 people were injured in the melee, including a number of police officers. Ambulance workers also brought 2 children for treatment to hospital after migrants had thrown them over the border fence onto Hungarian soil. One of the convicted ringleaders of the assault, publicly identified only by his first name and initial letter of his last name as Ahmed H., was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Since then, there have been smaller, less damaging attacks by groups trying to cross into Hungary and continue on to Western Europe. A new TV talent search show on Hungarian public television is going on the air called Virtuosos V4+. It includes talented performers from the V4 group, meaning Hungary, Poland, the Czech Republic, and Slovakia, as well as guest nation Serbia. The executive producer of the show, Marian Peller, said that the goal is to discover new talented performers in the region. And before we leave you, if you're a Hungarian soccer fan, you'll want to know that Ferencváros of Budapest has just beaten Dinamo Zagreb 2-1 in a Champions League third-round qualifier and now advanced to the playoff qualifying stage. And that's all for now from Hungary Reports. We're back live every night at about 11:20 p.m. Central European Time. And you can always catch us in repeats and online. Thanks very much for watching, and please remember, wear a face mask when you're at work and traveling, and stay healthy. Minden jót!